Last night the wind never made up its mind, pressed the tent, plucked the guy lines like a bad harp, and kept sleep just far enough away to feel cruel.
Mom probably won't like that very much either.
Oh, look at the baby fawns.
Well, folks, back.
Come hang out with me today as I push my bike, take lots of breaks, and talk your ear off on Gravel, Stars, and Solitude Part 5.
Man, this 5 minutes goes by quickly.
Or maybe it's as simple as just we love pushing limits. By dawn, I wasn't rested. I was negotiated. Note to self: room camps invite epic wins. My hands fumble through the ritual, coffee and calm. There's something sacred about that first cup.
Well, let's get some coffee going. It's kind of chilly this morning, holy cow. Just that light little breeze it's really piercing the skin. But at the moment I don't mind it. Because
even out here, where nothing is polished and everything is earned. I sit in my Nemo Elite next to my stove, coffee in hand, steam rising. No rush, no race. Just the day waiting to unfold 1 mile at a time.
You're supposed to slurp coffee to get it into the upper side of your palate or whatever, like the roof of your mouth. That distributes the coffee particles all over your mouth, so you get a fuller sensation of what coffee is supposed to be like. It looks like Mr. Sunshine is just about to peek over the hill here too. So yeah, I'll do some accumulation here while I'm pushing my bike up this hill. I'm fairly certain that's what's gonna happen. And then yeah, we'll go from there. So strap in. It's gonna be a wild one. While I'm packing this up, I guess I haven't told you guys yet. Discovered yesterday that my front brake is shot. There is 0 pad left. That's nothing. Oh, shucks. And I don't have replacement parts for it, so it's just gonna have to ride till we get home. Now the back brake, I haven't been able to poke my head in there because I've got the panniers over it, so it's a little more difficult to see. Hell, they are where we at now. We gotta be pushing 2,500 miles, 3,000 miles, somewhere in there. So they've served their purpose. I like bombing down hills. That eats up the front brake pretty darn good too. So now I'll just have to be a little more relaxed, or at least tame my speed in such a way I don't end up over the edge of a cliff. Mom probably won't like that very much either. Yeah, alrighty. Well, thank you, Casa de Fritz. It was an epic sunset, a windy night, and off we go. Let's go see what kind of adventure we can find today. 34 degrees last night. I had my 10-degree quilt, so I wasn't too worried.
Rolling out of camp, I don't know what today holds, but the road wastes no time in telling me. It kicks up quick, an unrelenting climb, cut with washboards, patches of sand, and the stubborn sun. 1 mile in, and I'm already sweating. 2 miles in, I'm re-evaluating every ounce I pack. I drop to the lowest gear, breathe through the burn, and settle into a rhythm. Up the hill we grind. And when that's not enough, you hike your bike. Because out here, quitting isn't an option. It's not even on the menu.
Just slowly making my way up this canyon here, or valley. And it's extremely green over on this side. And I stopped and listened. And you can hear some spring melt going on. Oh, that's what I'm thinking anyways. So there is water all the way up this valley. I don't know how far. Would be kind of difficult to catch some of the water because it's a very, very light stream, but it's going. It's pretty strong. But yeah, you can just hear the little bit of trickle of water in the background. It's kind of soothing. Some of these birds out here makes the most beautiful noises, but then as soon as I find the bird, he sees me, and then off he goes. Sucker. And they're pretty much the same color as the sagebrush. I don't know what kind of birds they are, but they're making pretty noises. Except for that metal bird up there.
So this is what the border between Utah and Wyoming looks like. Very unimpressive. I guess it does the job. Wonder what those are for. They're sitting way the hell up there on top of a mountain. They don't really line up with the state line either. Thought there might be some like surveying beacons, which potentially they could be for triangulating your position. I don't know. If you know, comment below. So this is me kind of squatting, and then I'm just about in line with the bike's handlebars. And this is me in line with the bike's handlebars. It's kind of insane. You know, a song just popped into my head. I don't remember who the hell sings it, but every step you take, every move you make, da 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 da, I'll be watching you. It's getting a little steep. Holy balls. I gotta like do 30 step increments and then take a break. Garmin is saying 12% grade. I kind of sort of believe it. It's getting to be on the steep side. Almost there though, half a mile. 272 feet yet. 11% is what it's saying the average for this grade is. 7,800 feet. Yeah, buddy. How's it going? I see you. Hiding out in the shade.
Oh, look at the baby fawns. Oh, that's cute. I can't zoom in any farther. Don't worry, Mama.
The climb drags on for hours, relentless, steep, and personal. But eventually, I crest it. Heart pounding, legs shaking, and the grin cracks through the sweat. Looking back at the switchbacks I just wrestled with, I'm reminded sometimes the only way is forward, 1 foot at a time. So as you can see, made it up the hill. Second major obstacle in this whole ordeal. Took a long time. So, drive state marker, 4 miles that way. It looks to be uphill all the way, so I'm not gonna do it. 2 reasons. I have no front brakes, which is already looking like an issue. And then I've got that puncture in that rear tire, so I gotta kind of pick my battles. But it is 9:36 on Thursday morning. I think we're right on schedule. I like it. Bike is handling good. Thunderstorms brewing in the back. So yeah.
Just having a quick little cheese and salami snack here. Ow! Poke myself in the finger. Utterly surprised at how well the salami and cheese have held up. Which, I mean, it's no ordinary salami, it's no ordinary cheese. It's Redskin Gouda cheese. So I've kept it in the skin, or in the wax. And then the salami is some hard something salami. So according to the internet, it's supposed to hold up pretty good without refrigeration.
The descent comes fast, too fast, and with every turn, the rear brake howls a little louder. By the time I hit the bottom, the thing's smoked, barely grabbing, pulsing with heat. Not ideal, but I didn't crash, I didn't break a leg, so I'll call it good.
I have a problem. A big one. I can't stop. I've got full brake. Oh shit. That poor back brake is done for by this. Well, that was a little scary. Well, folks, the back brake is shot. Shit. So I'm fairly confident in my ability to ride without brakes, but it is very much so contingent on the condition of the road. Like up there when I lost my brakes in all them ruts, well, for one, I did the wrong thing. I tried getting off the bike to get it stopped. But anyway, and then, yeah, so it's just pick your lines and, yeah, don't get too much speed, I guess. Like I said, completely contingent on what the road conditions are. If good gravel, I can do 40 miles an hour, that's fine. It's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch if I fall. But yeah, no, I think we'll be able to make it work. We're gonna have to. I don't have spare brake pads. So, future Fritz, when you're rewatching all this crap, order two sets. Is it 2 sets? 1 set? 2 sets of brake pads. One for the front, one for the back, and at least one spare. I can still smell that back brake. It smells like a train came to a halt. Oh hell. Yeah, that was like, what was that, 20, no, not 20, 1,200 feet of elevation in a very, very, very short amount of time. So, yeah. Hey, on the right side, the back brake decided to make a comeback, but you can hear he is not happy. Sounds like, I don't know, an old beater coming to him. He's just like not happy.
A few miles later, I rolled up on a snake in the road. Long, gray, dark-ish, and unmoving. I slowed down, gave it some space, not sure what kind it was. But we both had our own paths to follow, and mine kept rolling.
Does not look like a rattle. That's about as far as I go. As long as you don't have any buddies. Kind of funny to think we were up there not even an hour ago. Probably not even 30 minutes ago. And now we're here. Kind of cool.
I can definitely feel I'm back in the desert again. Lips are dry. Everything is creaking. I am creaking. Not sure if this is a smart move or a dumb move. I found this creek that I just crossed right before a massive uphill, but I don't know. The other water is I have to filter anyways, and this is kind of right on the road, so I don't have to travel very far. Where the other two are ponds that are kind of offset from the road, so maybe I'll just be able to skip those and head straight from here to camp. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of interesting what the human body can endure as far as like the elements. As far as like pushing up this hill, I guess if you can feed the power source, then it'll keep on producing power. And if you can keep it hydrated, you wouldn't have much of an issue either. So yeah, kind of cool. I felt that fly sit on me. Where are you? Yeah, go away. That's a heavy one. Quite a bit of hiker bikes today. Well, not quite a bit. It's just, this is the second one. They're just extremely long. I can definitely feel it in my calves. I can tell you that. Whew. Let me tell you a thing. Wyoming does not give shade out for free. If you want it, you gotta make it yourself. Yeah, I'm pretty much over the worst of it for today. There's that one climb yet, but that'll be the very last climb of the day. Throwing peanut butter and Nutella at my face in a tortilla. So, oh, excuse my sniffing. Man, this is like melted chocolate now. You know, the 2 days I've been on this road, I haven't seen anybody. Well, I guess I was on this road half of yesterday. So in a day and a half, we're halfway through this day. So if you want to really get technical, the one day I've been on this road, I haven't seen a soul. So, oh man, it's gonna go down good. What a view to have lunch at, eh? You can see the different, I don't know if you want to call them fault lines or something lines, geological lines, rock lines. There's a word for it. What all eroded away. Tells a cool story. Hey Siri, set a timer 5 minutes. I slipped into a patch of shade and folded myself into the stillness. 5 minutes. Eyes closed, head on my helmet, heartbeat settling into tree sway tempo. Man, that 5 minutes goes by quickly. Yeah, and just like that, we're off again. Storms are seen to be brewing quite decently today. So yeah, I think that's enough mucking about. Probably try and make some distance.
Here's an idea. I'll just load my bike up in the pickup, put some rocks out here with an arrow pointing to the north or the west here, and drive it up. If you like seeing me huffing for air at an elevation that's way higher than what I'm used to, please hit the like button. It means the world, and it really helps with the channel. Kind of pushes the videos to other people and so on and so forth. And if you want to see more of my face, whether it's sweaty, a hoodie, or cat fur, or whatever, you name it, consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when I post. Anyway, I still have 75 feet of elevation to gain here over the next quarter mile, so I'm going to continue pushing. I appreciate every single one of you watching, and I will see you with the next update. Where are you going there, buddy? Yeah, I'm sorry. Apparently they're not happy.
The road bends, dips, and weaves like a lazy river, and I find myself moving faster now. Not because it's easy, but because the rhythm has settled in. Around the corner I flush out a group of cows. They scatter across the wash like school kids late for the bell, and just behind them a real cowboy chasing the herd up the road. Head low, dusty boots, the kind of silhouette that belongs in another century. We nod, no words, just mutual respect on the move. The canyon narrows, the sage thickens. Soon the road splits me into a place that feels like a memory. Rock formations stacked like forgotten altars, wind curving out songs older than language. Even the bike seems to know not to speak too loud.
Okay, 5 miles to camp. 1,000 foot to climb, 2 miles to do it. My ass not feeling it. So we're rocking it. No shame.
And then, like something out of a dream, a black hairy worm crosses my path. Not long after that, I see a face in the road, or maybe I imagined it, but for a second there, I thought Casper was smoking a blunt.
That's hilarious. Slowly moseying my way upwards and turn around just to kind of see where I'm at, where I've been. And I'm like, oh hey, who's back? Snow-capped mountains. Well, this will be the highest point for picture taking for the remainder of this trip. And then I think I still have like 102 feet to go. And then we'll be at the highest point at this stage of my little bikepacking adventure. And then tomorrow it's all downhill from there. There's a couple uphills, but you know what I'm saying. It's all downhill to Green River. So enjoy. Well, we got that climb in the books. 1 hour, 41 minutes, 2 miles, 2,029 feet of elevation gain, or 2,200 elevation gain, something like that. Now, I'm just riding up here on the flats with the tailwind while I'm able to make use of it. And then before I go down the hill again, there should be a pull off to my right. Okay, that's tomorrow's problem. That's tonight's problem. Camp. According to the Google Maps anyways. We're Onyx backcountry. Again, instrumental help out here in the unknown. Not a sponsor, but definitely something to look into if you're trying to divide the Bureau of Land Management and national forests, national parks, private property is a big one, just so that you don't get caught camping on somebody else's yard. Try and see if we can find an epic camp spot, like Lifestyle Overland, like Spirit. Love those guys.
Oh, rude of me. I should probably show you camp tonight. So we have a cliff over there and some stuff over there, or a valley, thunderstorm, sunset, and camp. It looks like a dispersed camping spot because there's a camp spot right there, there's one over there, there's one over here, but it's all on one massive slab of granite, or one massive slab of something. So I'm just filtering some water for tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully the wind stays away and the rain. Like I said, I can't put anything in this ground because it is pretty hard. But yeah, on to supper.
The road finally let me go. A wide spot, flat enough, quiet enough to call home for the night. I drop the bag, stretch out, and start thinking about supper. The piezo igniter gives me trouble again. I fumble with it, curse a little, then resort to my carabiner lighter combo. Old Faithful. Dinner tonight? Cold, salted couscous and a packet of fajita meat. Simple, easy, and wholesome. And yet, tonight, it tastes like a feast because I earned every bite. Mosquitoes find me anyway. Tiny little vampires in the dusk, making a meal out of my legs while I finish mine. But I let them. I'm too tired to care.
And just like that, it's the last night. Under the stars. What a gorgeous sunset back there. A little cloudy. Missed the spot. A little cloudy back there. There's a thunderstorm off to the east, but it's also moving towards the southeast, so I'm in the clear. Until we get woken up again at 1 o'clock in the morning because we're wet. So back to why we bike pack. Do we really love the mosquitoes and the biting flies that much that we allow ourselves to pedal at 7 miles an hour and just get chased by them? Or the mosquitoes up north? What is it about bikepacking that makes it so alluring in a sense? Is it the freedom? Is it the connection with the people? The hatred for the motorists? I'm just kidding. Or maybe it's as simple as just we love pushing limits. It is entirely possible that there is no reason at all. You just do it because you want to. Not because you have to, not because you want to fulfill some inner prophecy or emptiness or whatever. Maybe you just love riding your bike. So this whole week I've been asking myself this question. Why do I bikepack? And it boils down to I love camping, I love riding my bike, and I like pushing myself. Now, I am having difficulty with the pushing myself, but that's also something that I'm working on. There is also something to be said for breaking away from anything and everything out here in the wilderness. No cell reception, no phone calls, nobody nagging you for something, just you, your bike, and a headwind. Pedaling away. Today was a pretty good day. I got 2 of the big climbs out of the way. 44 miles and 3,900 feet of elevation. So, excuse me. My legs are tired, and the mosquitoes are buzzing, and I'm hitting the hay. So, my usual spiel, lekker slap, handen voor de compers, and we'll see you tomorrow. Before I forget, thank you for watching. Well, I had to run out here real quick. I'm sure you can see it.
The sky changes and clouds gather like a conspiracy. The air turns electric. I scramble to find my tent stakes, get the rainfly up, and just as the first drop hits, I crawl back into the tent, listening to the raindrops fall. This day took a lot, but it gave just as much. Outside, lightning flashes, thunderbolts roll across the canyon like distant drums, and I close my eyes with a quiet kind of pride. I'm still here, I'm still pedaling, and I'm still choosing to be strange, strong, and kind of hot.
It really just in the nick of time too. Holy cow. Yeah, and lightning is like right on top of me. Whoa. You guys see that? It's a gorgeous sound though. And especially out here between the rocks and at 7,200 feet, you can feel that thunder inside of you. You should go out there with a bar of soap and go shower. Okay, well, with that, I'm gonna try and get to bed again. Everything that needs to be dried, or kept dry anyways, are in here. The rest is fine. And get a couple hours of sleep. See, what do they say? Shouldn't have said, is that it? Now we're really getting hammered.